right? Where you can learn all the best hacks how to build, brand, and boss your best life. So right now, y'all truly are behind the scenes because we are setting up. But I wanted to go ahead and go live, get the audience in the room here, and I'm going to go ahead and let Mike press play. Hello, this is Jawanda with Let's Do It Right Events. We are the difference in your business marketing strategy and event needs. As a second generation event planner, staging extraordinary events is as natural to me as breathing. We take an enormous amount of pride in bringing our clients' events to life and flawlessly executing to perfection. Our philosophy is simple. Every client and every event are deserving of a fond memory that lasts a lifetime. We won't let you down. Let's Do It Right Events. We are your partner in relevance. So, hello everyone. Yes, I am Jawanda with Let's Do It Right Events, and we are your partner in relevance. So, just a little bit about me, like I shared with you guys on the first episode, I really am every woman. Hey, Lakeisha, I really am. And when I say that, so I'm a daughter, I'm a mom, I'm a young widow, and I'm a queen. But I'm also an entrepreneur. So, one thing I didn't share with you guys last time was a little bit more about what I do, right? So I own a fabulous event management, and I like to say marketing firm too, because we don't just do events, baby. We put your events on the map for you. Yes, we do. That's the difference between going with them and going with us, is that we truly do create the ideal atmosphere for you to target your client as well as enhance you targeting and marketing your event. Also, the difference between them and me, hey baby, Let's Do It Right Events is the only event company that has, you got it, me. I am the secret sauce. I am. But today's focus, because if you do follow me on Facebook and or Instagram, Facebook, you can find me on Jawanda Smith or Queen Jawanda Smith for Miss Exquisite Full Figure DMV. As well on Instagram, if you follow my personal page, you can find me on Beauty, that's B3AUTI, or at Let's Do It Right Events. I shared something with you all recently because when we're talking about the journey with Jay, welcome to the sisterhood, find the best hacks that build brand and boss your best life. It starts with you. So, one thing I tell people all the time, be your genuine and authentic self and share your journey authentically. Don't just share, the beautiful. Share it all because people need to know that you're real, that you're human, that you go through life, that you deal with things, etc. That's the thing that will align people to be attracted to you. That's the thing that will align people to want to get to know you better. Okay? So shout out real quick to Mike King. He is the business guru, all things on the mic with Mike. But what I wanted to do today was share with you about the importance of making you the number one priority in your life. I'm going to say that again. I want you to recognize that you need to be the number one priority in your life. And what does that mean? That means you put you first. And one of the first things you have to do in doing that is be comfortable with saying no. I know I'm gonna let that resonate because I know for a lot of people that's a hard thing because you want to say yes, you want to be helpful, you want to serve, you want to give back, you want to care, you want to do all the things. But the first part of making yourself the number one priority, be okay with saying no and letting it be a whole sentence. Not no because, not no but, not no however. No, N-O, whole sentence, exclamation mark, whatever it is. But what it isn't is a question. Okay? And when you do that, you will do the second biggest thing, which is take control of your calendar. Because we all got them. They're in our phones. Some of us carry around these little books too. All the things, right? And then not only do you have your calendar, you got your calendar, your husband calendar, your boyfriend calendar, your future spouse calendar. You got the children's calendar, the grandchildren's calendar. You got the work calendar because you're taking care of everybody. But the reason we're talking about making yourself the number one priority is because, baby, if your cup is empty, you can't fill nobody up. And just for a little teaching moment, you can't flow into others if you don't have a flow. You being able to pour into others only comes from an overflow in yourself. So it's not even about the cup being empty. The cup is supposed to be full in order for you to impact others. So, lesson number 2, after taking control of your calendar, I need you to love you. hmm I need you to stand in the mirror every day and affirm yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no conceit at all. But that's how you build confidence. So this past weekend, I was at an event. It was the Renaissance Woman Leading Women's event. They recognized some people, and one of the questions that was asked was, how do I obtain or increase my confidence? And I'm going to be honest with you because I'm all about keeping it real, right? We're going to keep it 100 on the show, too. The lady who got the question, she was like, I don't even know how to answer this question because that's something I'm still dealing with. I was like, ooh. Everything in my spirit was like, ooh, I want to answer. But I stayed in my zone. But because I'm on the radio, shout out to Mike King again. This is what I'm going to share with you. Baby, if you don't be your biggest cheerleader, if you don't clap for yourself and pat yourself on the back, I need you to start today. So, if you're under the sound of my voice, I encourage you, 1, to be taking notes. 2, go ahead and look at yourself right now and say, I am beautiful, I am worthy, and I am more than enough. If it's only those 3 affirmations that you can say to yourself right now, say them. Because that is how you build confidence. Because confidence isn't something somebody else can give you. It is not something that can be taught. That is something that has to truly resonate from the inside of you because you love yourself that much. And if you don't love you, then you're not loving nobody else. You're just pretending. So I need you to do that, okay? Then, we talked about putting yourself on your calendar first. How do you do that? Because it sounds so easy, but it's not. How do you do that? Very simple. Create boulders in your life and make those boulders you first. So, you're going to stop putting everything else on your calendar before you. And you're going to say, hey, guess what? There's some things I need in my life. And you might have to take some time and write those things out. And I'll give you an example. For me, I have to work out. Got to do it. I need a massage, at least once a quarter. I love some reflexology. Got to do it. But even on the simple things of things that you can do in your house, you can meditate in your house. You can also take time to just reflect every day or make a plan for your day or plan your week, whatever that is and looks like for you. But actually taking the time to etch that out in your calendar. So saying, let's start with like on a weekly basis. So let's say weekly you say, I want to work out 5 days this week. And you decide which days is that going to be. And you map it out and you don't put anything else there. You don't let anything else jeopardize that boulder in your life because it's you first, because you have to be the number one priority. Then let's say once a week, you want to take the time to give yourself a facial or have a bubble bath, then you put that on your calendar. And you don't let anything else interrupt you being able to have that time with you. You see how this works? Then you go bigger. So we did the week. And then you can say quarterly, I want to, have a getaway. You map out, you look at your calendar, you figure out when something needs to go there, and you don't allow anything else to go in that space so that you can do what it is you need to do for you. So real quick, before we go any further, I just want to remind you, you are listening to Journey with Jay. Welcome to the sisterhood. Thank you. Shout out again to Mike King Biz, giving us the opportunity to be on his platform. And shout out to ESPN 106.1. So right now, what I'm talking about and sharing is the importance of making yourself your number one priority. And in doing that, you will be able to do exactly what this show is about. You'll be able to build, brand, and boss your best life. But first, you got to take care of you. So after you create those boulders that are weekly and or quarterly, I'm a planner. So I like to plan things out. Like I already know when my next vacation is going to be. I already know what's happening in quarter one because I'm a planner. I would encourage you to be successful in making yourself priority number one. Tap into the planner in you. Plan some things out and decide that I am beautiful, I am worthy, and I am enough. Even so, when it comes to mapping out things that I want to accomplish for me. So maybe you've been holding off on that vacation to Arizona, you know, to see the wineries and check out a spa in Sedona, whatever it is. Look at your calendar, figure out when you can do it, and map it out. And don't allow anything to get in your way of being able to do that. So my next tip on the entrepreneurial side is this. You don't have to serve everyone. You do not have to serve everyone. You get to choose who you work with. That's the fun part of being an entrepreneur. Is the fact that I don't have to accept every dollar. I don't have to accept every client. See, when you work for somebody, whatever they present to you, you have to figure that out. You even the people that, your personalities don't align, they're difficult, whatever the case may be, when you work for somebody, you got to figure it out and still do that. But when you're an entrepreneur, sis, bro, you get to choose. You really do. You do not have to think that I have to accept every dollar because, oh, the next dollar might not come. Or, oh, this, that, or the other. You don't have to do that. Because when you truly narrow in, develop a niche, and allow people to get to know you, those that align with you are going to come through the door. I'm going to say it again. Those that align with you will come through the door. So let go of fear, which is nothing but a constitution trying to make you think you're incapable of something. That's not true. And tap into faith. Because when you do that, you're going to receive what you want. And go ahead and put out there what it is you're seeking. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. So if your ideal client works for a multi-million-dollar company and is seeking to expand and utilize a small business to pour into to create events, put that out there. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you want to connect with actors who have recently become authors and are coaching, put that out there. There's nothing wrong with that. Put out there what you want. Because then you don't have to connect with the person who only has $150 and your service starts at $300. So in making yourself the number one priority, also recognize, again, it goes back to that no statement, right? You do not have to serve everybody. Okay? So I'm going to stop real quick because one of the things that we do on this show is we also support other entrepreneurs. Yes. So I want to shout out to Atara Styles. I'm extremely proud of her. I've never met her in person. I only know her over social. But I'm extremely proud. And what you want to know is that she's about to be all over TV. She has partnered with Amazon Prime and is creating a show. And just a little bit about Atara. So she is the well-known first plus-size stylist. Yes, because the full-figure dollar goes far. And the industry has finally come to recognize that they need to love us full-figure women because we spend on what we wear, okay? But she has an event coming up on October the 8th. It's called the Styles Brunch. And I would love to greet you and have you in the room. And I will be there as soon as you get there, literally. So, it's happening in Baltimore. It's at the Citron Restaurant, which is a beautiful restaurant. If you have never been there, it has a beautiful outdoor space, lovely inside. It's all things fierce and fabulous that us beautiful women love to do. It's the perfect place for a brunch, in my opinion. All you have to do is go buy a ticket. You go to atarastyles.com and purchase your experience and get your outfit together. It needs to be citrus, okay? And when I say citrus, this is what I'm referring to. The colors are lime, orange, yellow, and grapefruit pink. I'm excited. I've got a multitude of things that I'm considering. And you can mix and match, which means, you could do like your lemon with some lime or your grapefruit pink with some orange or vice versa, okay? But what you can't do, because I'm just going to give it to you straight, like Atara said, is you can't wear like this black jumper and then put an orange blazer on. No. Your whole outfit needs to match the theme. However, your accessories could be new, metallic, etc. Make it work for you. But shout out to Atara. And guess what? We will be there also providing some media coverage too. So truly excited about that. But now, back to being your number one priority, okay? So just to recap, these are the things you need to remember you have to do. Be okay with saying no. And make it a whole sentence. No period. Or no exclamation mark, depending on what the situation is. Also, take control of your calendar. Set boulders for the things that you want to do, whether that be you want to go as far out as a year, a month, break it down into quarterly things, weekly, but definitely every day. Make sure you have set some time in there for you, whether that's working out or taking time to meditate or just breathe. I know one of the biggest things I did when the pandemic hit was I would go have these moments in my car, and sometimes I would go live on Facebook because I missed connection, because I'm very much an extrovert. So I like to connect with people, be around people. That's where I get my energy from. And just because, you know, during the pandemic, kids were home all day, everybody home all day, right? That was my moment to just like breathe and not have to do anything and have some silence. So find time in your schedule to allow yourself that space consistently, and not just the 15 minutes before you fall asleep and go to bed. Like intentional time for you. Do that, okay? Then map out the things that you have to have. And we all have things we have to have. Whether it's, you know, time with your mate, having a date once a week, whether it's you need a massage once a week or once a month, whether it's, you know, you need to go get your hair done or your nails done, whatever it is, we all have something that we need. Whether it's going for your morning constitution, what, you know, decide what it is for you, and don't be ashamed if you have to take a moment and learn you. I'm going to say that again. Do not be ashamed if you have to take a moment and learn you. I had to do that. So when I became a widow and was in transition with that, I needed to get back to doing things that made me smile and happy. And I had to stop for a second and think about that. Like, what hobby can I pick up? Like, what can I do? Because like a lot of you, I got in the mode of, you know, you get up, you go to work, you take care of the kids, you cook, you do the things. But nowhere in that was I taking care of Jawanda. Nowhere. So I had to go back and be like, okay, what are the things I love to do? I love to dance. I love having that moment by myself when I'm out walking in my neighborhood. I love cooking. I love pampering myself. That was something that I had really lost in becoming a mom to 3. And my kids are like stair steps. So one's 13, one's 10, that's going to be turning 11. The other one's 8 and about to turn 9, literally in about 10 days, right? So in the care of taking care of everybody, I forgot to take care of me, which is also where this whole concept came from. Journey with Jay, welcome to the sisterhood. Learn the best hacks to build, brand, and boss your best life. Was I had to do the steps too. And that's why I can share them with you and encourage you and motivate you to also take time to put you first and do the things so that you can build, brand, and boss your best life. So allow yourself even that moment to, let me figure this out. And then make a plan of action for what those things are going to be. Like I can share with you, things that I added for myself was I do go on a morning walk pretty much every day. And my kids will be like, oh, can I come? Like during the summer, they were like, can I come? No. Whole sentence, right? No. Whole sentence. Because it's my time. It's my time to not have to cater to children or manage their safety because we're out walking in the neighborhood. There's cars, there's everything. I can just focus on me. And my no was a whole sentence. And I picked up dancing again. Michael laughed. He'll be like, oh, you're part of that crew? Yep. I'm a part of the Latin dance community. I am. I love the salsa, bachata, kizomba. I'm learning how to zouk, which is a Brazilian version of dance. And I love every bit of it. And it's helped me. My waist is smaller. I feel good, I look good, and I can get on a dance floor with the best of them now. So yeah. And another thing that I started doing very consistently again, now this has been an ongoing journey, right? But being more intentional about it is my workout. I've been much more intentional about it. Shout out to my nutritionist, Norista Wellness. I'm down 7 pounds this week. I'm almost at one of my biggest goals. So, yes. The other big thing that happens when you make yourself the number one priority is you meet goals and you reach beyond what you were expecting to do. But it all starts with taking care of yourself. So, in a recap, you are beautiful. You are worthy. You are enough. And because of those things, you are beyond more than important to put yourself first. When you fill your cup up and have an overflow, it's so much easier to pour into others. But if you are coming from a drought, you are not serving or loving at the capacity that you think you are. And even more ultimately, if you don't love yourself, I need you to get past that and love you. And if you don't affirm yourself, I really need you to start doing that too. Because then the rest of the things I'm saying will be easy to accomplish and do. But it all starts there. So remember, you are wonderfully made in the image that God made you. You also are unapologetically beautiful in your skin. And you're capable and able of any and everything you want to do. That's why I proudly say I'm every woman. Because everyone can't do what I do. And that's okay. Because do what you do. Be your genuine, authentic self. Love you. Love the way that you serve. And love the way that you build your community. And just to share a little bit more about me again, I am Jawanda. I am the mother, the young widow, the sister, the daughter, the entrepreneur, and yes, my newest title that I so freely love and reign. I am a queen. I am your Miss Exquisite DMV 2023 queen. And if you happen to be in the DMV, that's DC, Maryland, and Virginia, tonight I will be at the Mayor's Art Awards. I believe there's still time to RSVP. Come catch some beautiful art. There will be amazing artists and musicians in the building, including for the Go-Go Fanatics. Backyard Band will be in the building as well. And the Queens will be there, and I look forward to seeing you. Follow me at Let's Do It Right Events on Instagram, BeautyB3AUTI, and Jawanda Smith. Also, you can always look for my Queen page, always here to give you inspiration every day. Here to encourage, inspire, and motivate you to be your best self. Thank you for joining us on Journey with Jay. Welcome to the Sisterhood. We're helping you learn the best hacks to build, brand, and boss your best life. These messages are being brought to you by Mike King. Hello, this is Jawanda with Let's Do It Right Events here with Mike King Biz, helping to encourage, inspire, and motivate you to the next level in your business. If branded events that increase revenue are not a part of your marketing plan, you need to call Let's Do It Right Events immediately at 804-601-1335 to learn about the power of 20. Let us help you capture the attention of your ideal client and convert them to being your customer. Branded events with Let's Do It Right Events increase revenue. We are your partner in relevance. Thank you.
This is Mike King Biz, and I approve this message.
And he does. See you guys later.